Do you use one type of duck decoy when you hunt, or do you mix it up? I'll share with you what works for me, plus find out about the old black duck decoy secret, this time on Surviving Duck Season.
Surviving Duck Season, offering you the best waterfowl content. Subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, and don't miss any of our great content. Presented by Mojo Outdoors.
Nowadays, you can get just about any type of duck species that you want as far as a decoy goes. So why is it that a lot of guys only use one species, mainly mallards, when they hunt? Now, I'm not saying you can't use only mallards. I mean, obviously, lots of people do. In fact, a lot of guys use mallard decoys, and they don't even hardly have mallards in their area. But for me, I'm all about using every option that I have to up my chances of having a good duck hunt that day. So I use multiple species of decoys. And it's not just because I want to make it look more natural. I mean, obviously, being natural is important, but I've got a lot bigger reason than that for using multiple species. Now, I'm from Arkansas. I duck hunt in Arkansas, and we have a very high concentration of ducks and a lot of different species of ducks. So obviously, using different species in your decoy spread would make it look more natural. We have varied types of hunting all over the state, but where we hunt in particular is normally about 12 to 18 inches deep is about the normal for us. So it's mainly puddle ducks that we're shooting, mostly mallards, some teal and gadwalls, and then we do shoot some pintails and widgeons. I put out and take up my decoys every single day. Normally use 3 or 4 dozen decoys, and rarely do I use more than that. In fact, sometimes I even use as few as 10 or 12 decoys. The majority of my spread is mallards. I do use some teal and some pintails, but what a lot of people find very interesting is I use quite a few black ducks. So I probably can count on one hand how many black ducks I've killed in Arkansas or seen killed in Arkansas in my 30-something years of duck hunting. So you say, well, why do you have black duck decoys? Are you just hoping you're going to get a black duck to come in? Well, yes, but the reason why I use black duck decoys is because they really show up very, very well in your spread. And so that's really why. It's just totally a visual thing. I like to use pintails too because there's white on them. And of course we do have a lot of pintails, but that's the deal with black ducks. I am very in favor of using black duck decoys. I can see them from a long way away. Look at this decoy spread from above, and you can see the difference with the black ducks. I normally scatter my black ducks throughout the spread, and I group my pintails together on the upwind side. Like I said, using different species is more than making it look natural. It's a visual thing, and all about making the decoys stand out. Try using decoys with lots of black and white on them. And various sizes are good too. Even large, oversized decoys, and even using goose decoys can help. I typically put out a half a dozen pintails in my spread, and what I do is I put them pretty far, on the upwind side of the spread, so that when the ducks come in from downwind, they're coming into the wind, they see the white on the pintails on the furthest edge of the spread, or close to it anyway. Just seems like it gives the white, is something that they can kind of key on a little bit. Of course, I usually always have all of my decoys within shotgun range. I don't usually spread them out too much further. I might throw 1 or 2 decoys like way out, like maybe 50 yards, down the tree line, but typically I usually always put all my decoys within about 30 yards. Most of them even closer than that. I like to make my kill zone right in a wide open hole, and I always put my teal right there. It just seems like that's just a real good key spot for the teal or for any of the other ducks to come to. And so that's what I do. I put them in the middle in the kill hole, and that's how I finish out my spread every day. So that's pretty much what I do every day with my decoys. Of course, we use motion as well, and we'll talk about more on that in a different video. So how about you? What species of decoys do you use in your duck decoy spread? Let me know. Tell me if you see a difference in the way that you use different types of decoys, or if they don't work at all for you. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know, get some feedback about what works for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel Strickland. Thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Surviving Duck Season, presented by Mojo Outdoors. Also brought to you by High and Dry at RoveItRacks.com.